Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Move in a pattern, usually to musical accompaniment. Do or perform a dance. My husband and I like to dance at home to the radio. Taking a series of rhythmical steps and movements in time to music. An artistic form of nonverbal communication. A party for social dancing. A party of people assembled for dancing. Move in a graceful and rhythmical way. The young girl danced into the room. Skip, leap, or move up and down or sideways. The children danced with joy. Move in a pattern, usually to musical accompaniment. Do or perform a dance. Move in a pattern, usually to musical accompaniment. Do or perform a dance. Taking a series of rhythmical steps and movements in time to music. A light, self-propelled movement upwards or forwards. An abrupt transition. Taking a series of rhythmical steps and movements in time to music. Genetics, a mutation that drastically changes the phenotype of an organism or species. Geology, the leaping movement of sand or soil particles as they are transported in a fluid medium over an uneven surface. Taking a series of rhythmical steps and movements in time to music. Greek mythology, the muse of the dance and of choral song. Give an incentive for action. This moved me to sacrifice my career. Be in a state of action. Change location. Move, travel, or proceed, also metaphorically. The soldiers moved towards the city in an attempt to take it before night fell. The act of changing location from one place to another. The movement of people from the farms to the cities. Cause to move or shift into a new position or place, both in a concrete and in an abstract sense. The director moved more responsibilities onto his new assistant. Perform an action, or work out or perform an action. We must move quickly. The act of changing your residence or place of business. They say that 3 moves equal 1 fire. Have a turn. Make one's move in a game. Have an emotional or cognitive impact upon. Follow a procedure or take a course. A change of position that does not entail a change of location. Movement as a sign of life. Progress by being changed. Propose formally, in a debate or parliamentary meeting. Arouse sympathy or compassion in. Her fate moved us all. Change residence, affiliation, or place of employment. We moved from Idaho to Nebraska. Dispose of by selling. The chairman of the company told the salesman to move the computers. Game. A player's turn to take some action permitted by the rules of the game. Go or proceed from one point to another. The debate moved from family values to the economy. Live one's life in a specified environment. She moves in certain circles only. Move so as to change position, perform a non-translational motion. He moved his hand slightly to the right. The act of deciding to do something. He didn't make a move to help. An attack calculated to draw enemy defense away from the point of the principal attack. An activity that diverts or amuses or stimulates. Scuba diving is provided as a diversion for tourists. A turning aside of your course or attention or concern. A diversion from the main highway. Activity that refreshes and recreates. Activity that renews your health and spirits by enjoyment and relaxation. Days of joyous recreation with his friends. An activity that diverts or amuses or stimulates. For recreation, he wrote poetry and solved crossword puzzles. Arts are skills that require public performance. The products of human creativity, works of art collectively. An art exhibition. The creation of beautiful or significant things. Art does not need to be innovative to be good. A superior skill that you can learn by study and practice and observation. The art of conversation. Photographs or other visual representations in a printed publication. The publisher was responsible for all the artwork in the book. The products of human creativity, works of art collectively. A collection of fine art. An organization to gain political power. In 1992, Perot tried to organize a third party at the national level. A band of people associated temporarily in some activity. They organized a party to search for food. A group of people gathered together for pleasure. She joined the party after dinner. An occasion on which people can assemble for social interaction and entertainment. He planned a party to celebrate Bastille Day. A person involved in legal proceedings. The party of the first part. Have or participate in a party. The students were partying all night before the exam. Dansa Waltz. A Middle Eastern dance in which the dancer makes sensuous movements of the hips and abdomen. Perform a belly dance. An instrumental version of the blues, especially for piano. Dance to boogie music. Hit hard. The law enforcement agency of the Justice Department that operates a nationwide system of prisons and detention facilities to incarcerate inmates sentenced to imprisonment for federal crimes. Dance the bebop. An early form of modern jazz, originating around 1940. Tennis. A score consisting of winning a game when your opponent was serving. He was up 2 breaks in the second set. Breaking of hard tissue such as bone. The break seems to have been caused by a fall. Enter someone's virtual or real property in an unauthorized manner, usually with the intent to steal or commit a violent act. Be released or become known of news. Fail to agree with. Be in violation of, as of rules or patterns. An act of delaying or interrupting the continuity. It was presented without commercial breaks. Lessen in force or effect. Break a fall. An escape from jail. The breakout was carefully planned. Interrupt a continued activity. Force out or release suddenly and often violently something pent up. Break into tears. Any frame in which a bowler fails to make a strike or spare. The break in the 8th frame cost him the match. Go to pieces. Ruin completely. Act in disregard of laws, rules, contracts, or promises. Break a law. Become fractured. Break or crack on the surface only. Do a break dance. Kids were break dancing at the street corner. Prevent completion. Break off the negotiations. Become separated into pieces or fragments. Make known to the public information that was previously known only to a few people or that was meant to be kept a secret. Terminate. Break a lucky streak. Surpass in excellence. Break a record. Discontinue an association or relation. Go different ways. The act of breaking something. The breakage was unavoidable. Happen. Break down, literally or metaphorically. A pause from doing something, as work. We took a 10-minute break. Stop operating or functioning. Fracture a bone of. Reduce to bankruptcy. My daughter's fancy wedding is going to break me. Assign to a lower position. Reduce in rank. Geology. A crack in the Earth's crust resulting from the displacement of one side with respect to the other. Break a piece from a whole. Break a branch from a tree. Make submissive, obedient, or useful. The horse was tough to break. A time interval during which there is a temporary cessation of something. Move away or escape suddenly. Nobody can break out. This prison is high security. A personal or social separation, as between opposing factions. They hoped to avoid a break in relations. Some abrupt occurrence that interrupts an ongoing activity. There was a break in the action when a player was hurt. Destroy the completeness of a set of related items. The book dealer would not break the set. Cease an action temporarily. Let's break for lunch. An unexpected piece of good luck. He finally got his big break. An abrupt change in the tone or register of the voice, as at puberty or due to emotion. Then there was a break in her voice. A sudden dash. He made a break for the open door. Be broken in. If the new teacher won't break, we'll add some stress. Become punctured or penetrated. Cause the failure or ruin of. This play will either make or break the playwright. Cause to give up a habit. Change directions suddenly. Change suddenly from one tone quality or register to another. Come forth or begin from a state of latency. Come into being. Come to an end. Crack. Of the male voice in puberty. His voice is breaking, he should no longer sing in the choir. Curl over and fall apart in surf or foam, of waves. Destroy the integrity of, usually by force, cause to separate into pieces or fragments. Diminish or discontinue abruptly. Emerge from the surface of a body of water. Exchange for smaller units of money. I had to break a $100 bill just to buy the candy. Fall sharply. Find a flaw in. Break an alibi. Find the solution or key to. Break the code. Give up. Break cigarette smoking. Happen or take place. Things have been breaking pretty well for us in the past few months. Interrupt the flow of current in. Break a circuit. Invalidate by judicial action. Make a rupture in the ranks of the enemy or one's own by quitting or fleeing. Make the opening shot that scatters the balls. Pierce or penetrate. Render inoperable or ineffective. Scatter or part. Separate from a clinch, in boxing. The occurrence of breaking. The break in the dam threatened the valley. The opening shot that scatters the balls in billiards or pool. Undergo breaking. Vary or interrupt a uniformity or continuity. Weaken or destroy in spirit or body. Do a break dance. A form of solo dancing that involves rapid acrobatic moves in which different parts of the body touch the ground, normally performed to the rhythm of rap music. Do a break dance. Come upon, as if by accident, meet with. An impact, as from a collision. The bump threw him off the bicycle. Knock against with force or violence. My car bumped into the tree. Assign to a lower position, reduce in rank. Remove or force from a position of dwelling previously occupied. Something that bulges out or is protuberant or projects from its surroundings. A lump on the body caused by a blow. Dance erotically or dance with the pelvis thrust forward. Bump and grind. An easy accomplishment. Winning the tournament was a cakewalk for him. A strutting dance based on a march was performed in minstrel shows, originated as a competition among black dancers to win a cake. Perform the cakewalk dance. A modern ballroom dance from Latin America. Small steps and swaying movements of the hips. Dance the cha-cha. State capital of West Virginia in the central part of the state on the Kanawha River. An American ballroom dance in syncopated rhythm, popular early in the 20th century. A port city in southeastern South Carolina. Dance the Charleston. Become or cause to become obstructed. The leaves clog our drains in the fall. Impede with a clog or as if with a clog. The market is being clogged by these operations. Footwear usually with wooden soles. A dance performed while wearing shoes with wooden soles, has heavy stamping steps. Fill to excess so that function is impaired. Fear clogged her mind. Coalesce or unite in a mass. Any object that acts as a hindrance or obstruction. Dance a clog dance. Impede the motion of, as with a chain or a burden. Horses were clogged until they were tamed. A Latin American dance of 3 steps and a kick by people in single file. Dance the conga. Music composed for dancing the conga. Perform a contradance. A type of folk dance in which couples are arranged in sets or face one another in a line. Perform a contradance. A type of folk dance in which couples are arranged in sets or face one another in a line. Perform a contradance. A type of folk dance in which couples are arranged in sets or face one another in a line. Perform a contradance. A type of folk dance in which couples are arranged in sets or face one another in a line. Popular dance music, especially in the late 1970s, melodic with a regular bass beat, intended mainly for dancing at discotheques. A public dance hall for dancing to recorded popular music. Dance to disco music.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.